Have you ever wondered how the space in which you store your money might subtly shape your financial well-being and peace of mind? In Buddhist philosophy, our homes are not merely physical structures. They are reflections of our inner worlds, influencing and amplifying our thoughts, emotions, and intentions. This video takes you on an enlightening journey to explore the significance of where you store your wealth, from under the mattress to near electronics, and how these choices might unconsciously affect your life and financial outlook. Drawing from Buddhist teachings, we'll explore 7 key places often used to store money, but might actually disrupt prosperity and peace, from the concept of non-attachment to the energy of impermanence. Each section will guide you through practical insights on aligning your financial habits with mindfulness. Whether you're seeking to enhance your relationship with wealth, find mental clarity, or simply create a more balanced home, this video offers a fresh perspective on the connection between spirituality and finance. Under the mattress, why it's unfavorable for money storage. Under the mattress may seem a traditional and convenient hiding place for valuables, but it holds hidden risks. According to Buddhist teachings, the energy of sleep and rest, which the mattress embodies, should remain undisturbed by financial worries. Sleep is sacred, a time for physical and spiritual restoration. When money is placed here, it invites tension and attachment into a space meant for peace. The presence of money beneath where you rest creates a subtle energy imbalance, as the mind remains subconsciously aware of the hidden wealth, transforming restful sleep into restless vigilance. In Buddhism, there is a teaching about non-attachment, the belief that clinging to any material thing, especially money, can become a source of suffering. Placing money under the mattress can trap us in a cycle of anxiety, waking thoughts bound to fears of loss or insecurity. It is said that just as we lie above hidden money, the weight of attachment to wealth lies over us, potentially creating a burden on our minds and spirits. This practice may be born out of fear of theft or fear of scarcity, which also contradicts the Buddhist approach of trust and openness in life's natural flow. In considering the Buddhist concept of impermanence, storing money under the mattress also brings complications. The mattress is not a permanent place. It is a transient spot where we rest, but it is constantly moved, used, and inevitably replaced. Impermanence teaches us to recognize the fluid nature of all things, including our possessions and financial state. Clinging to an idea of permanence within an impermanent space like a mattress is contradictory and misaligned with Buddhist wisdom. Instead of clinging, Buddhism teaches us to allow material wealth to flow freely, supporting the concept that wealth should be circulated mindfully rather than held in stasis. For those who hide their money in the mattress, there is also an element of karma, or the law of cause and effect. Financially, storing money out of fear can reflect and perpetuate a mentality of scarcity, making it harder to attract abundance naturally. Through karma, each action impacts our future experiences, and fearful decisions regarding wealth often bring about more insecurity and stress rather than genuine financial stability. There are many stories in Buddhist texts that illustrate the consequences of clinging to wealth. One tale describes a village farmer who hid his earnings under his mattress each night. First, he felt secure knowing his wealth was close, but over time, he began to lose sleep, consumed by a vague anxiety over the hidden coins. His thoughts grew obsessive, with fear replacing his sense of security. One night, he dreamt of his wealth turning to dust. This haunting vision led him to seek advice from a wise monk, who told him that his sleeplessness stemmed from the fear of loss, which kept his heart and mind in constant tension. Following this counsel, the farmer chose to keep his wealth in a respected corner of his home. In a calm wooden box, he released the constant attachment to his savings, discovering that with his newfound peace of mind, he became more capable of making wise financial decisions. His prosperity grew, not through hidden coins but through mindful action. The practice of hiding wealth under the mattress also has psychological effects. For one, connects the act of sleep, a necessary time for rejuvenation, with material worry. This link can lead to subconscious financial anxiety, as each night's rest becomes subtly influenced by thoughts of money and security. Rest, in Buddhist teachings, is a time for inner clarity, a mental cleansing that prepares us for the day ahead. If this purity of mind is tainted by concerns over money, it impacts our daily life, eroding the mental peace we should gain from rest. Practically, storing money under the mattress can also cultivate a hoarding mindset, can promote secrecy, and even reinforce a mistrustful view of others, which conflicts with the Buddhist principle of compassion and openness. Thus, when we choose a place to store money, it should be one that allows us to feel calm, balanced, and in control without secrecy or fear. Alternatives for storing money in line with Buddhist philosophy include selecting a serene, organized drawer, or a dedicated space in a cabinet. If possible, place money in a small, clean container within a well-lit area, as natural light promotes clarity and purity of thought. Wooden boxes are also excellent for money storage, as wood represents grounded energy and connection to the earth, symbolizing stability. Each time money is added, practice gratitude, recognizing it as a resource meant to support rather than dominate your life. By choosing a thoughtful space to store money, we align our actions with simplicity and mindfulness, reinforcing an internal sense of security rather than the hollow security that attachment can bring. The kitchen, the challenges of storing money where food is prepared. The kitchen is a place of transformation where raw ingredients are prepared into nourishing meals. As such, it is a space of active, dynamic energy, often associated with life, family, and the provision of sustenance. When we place money in the kitchen, especially within drawers or containers, it can lead to a feeling that our finances are being consumed or continuously drawn upon. In Buddhist thought, it is important to recognize and respect the distinct energies of various spaces. The energy of food preparation and that of wealth management are fundamentally different. Wealth is something we wish to grow with stability and mindfulness, while food is meant for daily consumption. Mixing these energies may symbolically communicate to the subconscious mind that wealth, like food, is something to be used up quickly and regularly. This mindset can foster impulsive spending habits or a scarcity mentality, making it difficult to retain a sense of financial abundance. Buddhist teachings on moderation and balance can be insightful here, just as we are advised to eat in moderation and with awareness. Money should also be managed mindfully, without excess or wastefulness. In the kitchen, there is a sense of constant flux, the chopping of vegetables, the boiling of water, the turning of raw ingredients into something consumable. Wealth, however, thrives when it is respected and stored in places of tranquility and order. The kitchen's dynamic, fiery energy is at odds with the grounded energy needed for financial security. When we store money in the kitchen, it risks being absorbed into the endless cycle of consumption, diminishing the conscious appreciation for wealth as a resource for long-term support and growth. An illustrative story in this context might be that of Mei Ling, a mother who diligently kept her family's emergency funds in a kitchen jar. Initially, this felt practical and convenient. However, she noticed that her funds dwindled more quickly than anticipated, often going toward grocery items or minor home expenses. When she consulted a Buddhist teacher, she learned about the energy of the kitchen and its impact on wealth. The teacher advised her to view her wealth as something that needed mindful stewardship, separate from the daily rhythm of sustenance. By moving her emergency funds to a dedicated box in her bedroom, Mei Ling found that her savings were used less impulsively, growing steadily over time. The psychological implications of keeping money in the kitchen may also include feelings of financial instability. The constant cycle of cooking, eating, and washing in the kitchen represents the transient nature of food. Wealth stored here may take on that same transience, giving rise to a sense that it is always on the verge of depletion. Practically, this practice can also create a mental association between wealth and consumption, fostering a lack of restraint or financial awareness. A more suitable place to store wealth, in keeping with Buddhist principles, would be a calm and orderly location, such as a drawer dedicated solely to money or valuable items. Consider a secure, well-arranged spot in a cabinet or closet that is free from the energy of constant consumption. Select a modest container, a ceramic or wooden box, that reflects respect for money as something cherished and saved. When we choose to honor money by storing it in a dedicated, mindful space, we cultivate an attitude of care and gratitude, strengthening our resolve to manage wealth responsibly. The bathroom, a space for release, not retention. The bathroom is a place of purification, where we perform acts of cleansing and release. According to Buddhist principles, this is a space meant for letting go of physical impurities and negative energies rather than for retaining things we value, such as money. From a spiritual perspective, money stored in the bathroom may symbolically wash away or flush prosperity, as the energy here is aligned with disposal and renewal. In Buddhism, there is great emphasis on purity of mind and space. The bathroom, associated with cleansing but also with disposal, is not conducive to retaining wealth. This is because, energetically, the act of cleansing is about release, not accumulation. One key Buddhist concept relevant here is non-attachment. The bathroom teaches us to release our attachments, literally and symbolically. By storing wealth here, we inadvertently align our finances with a mindset of letting go, suggesting that we view money as transient and disposable rather than as a tool for stability and growth. Buddhism advises us to recognize and respect the purpose of each area in our lives, especially spaces that serve specific roles, like the bathroom. In a way, the bathroom represents impermanence, the understanding that all things pass and flow away, just as water in the bathroom is constantly moving, flushing, and disappearing. Thus, when we place money in this space, we set a subconscious tone of impermanence for our wealth. Consider the story of Arun, a young monk who kept his savings hidden in the cabinet beneath his bathroom sink, thinking it was a safe and inconspicuous spot. However, Arun constantly found his money vanishing quickly, almost as if it slipped through his fingers. Concerned, he sought guidance from an elder, who explained that the energy of the bathroom was one of release and disposal, not retention. Upon this revelation, Arun moved his money to a respected place in his meditation room, where it remained untouched and continued to grow. Through this change, he learned the importance of mindful placement and respect for the energy of each space, recognizing how the bathroom's energy conflicted with his desire for financial stability. Psychologically, storing money in the bathroom can create associations between wealth and waste, potentially leading to feelings of instability or financial insecurity. The subconscious mind may begin to perceive money as something that must be flushed away or released, which can hinder one's ability to save. Additionally, the bathroom's association with privacy and isolation can make finances feel disconnected from daily life, further embedding a sense of scarcity. On a practical level, this storage choice may lead to impulsive spending habits or difficulty in making long-term plans, as money stored here subtly conveys that it isn't meant to stay. For a more suitable alternative, Buddhist teachings encourage storing money in a place that represents security, respect, and stability. A dedicated drawer or small chest in a personal room can serve as a mindful space for finances, Choose a place that reflects peace and respect, like a bedroom or meditation space, where money can be kept with intention. Consider placing a small plant or peaceful symbol nearby, representing growth and nourishment. By honoring the role of money as a tool rather than as something to release or hide away, we align our financial practices with a mindset of stability and mindfulness, near electronics, chaotic energy and disruptive influence. Storing money near electronic devices, such as computers, televisions, or other high-tech items, may seem practical but is misaligned with Buddhist principles of balance and tranquility. Electronics emit electromagnetic waves and are often linked to the energy of distraction, consumption, and overstimulation. Buddhist teachings emphasize a calm, clear mind, free from the chaos of excessive external stimuli. When money is stored near these devices, it absorbs the restless, fast-paced energy emitted by electronics, which can lead to impulsive financial behaviors or a sense of lack of control over wealth. In Buddhist thought, mindfulness and simplicity are essential. Electronics often represent a modern lifestyle characterized by rapid consumption and constant distraction, whereas wealth, when stored mindfully, is best represented by groundedness and calm. Buddhism teaches that just as our mental focus should be undisturbed, so should our wealth be stored in a way that promotes peace rather than chaos. Money, when stored close to disruptive energies, may metaphorically short-circuit, leading to impulsive or unwise financial decisions. A story that illustrates this lesson is that of Lien, a city dweller who kept her savings in the drawer beside her television, finding it a convenient spot. Yet, over time, she noticed an increase in her spending, especially on entertainment. Seeking counsel from a Buddhist practitioner, she was advised to move her money to a quieter, calmer area of her home. Once she relocated it to a drawer in her bedroom and surrounded it with calming symbols, such as a small bamboo plant, she felt a newfound discipline with her spending. This experience taught her the importance of mindful placement, showing her how environment can subtly impact financial habits. Psychologically, storing money near electronics may introduce a chaotic, ungrounded energy into one's relationship with wealth. Electronics are often associated with stress, work, and overstimulation. By storing wealth here, we unknowingly invite those same emotions into our financial mindset. This association can lead to patterns of hurried spending, impulsive buying, or a weakened sense of financial discipline. The constant buzzing or flashing lights of nearby electronics may also add an element of anxiety or mental fatigue, which further distances one from the mindful practice of managing wealth. Instead, consider storing money in a location that exudes peace, like a quiet drawer or designated box far from high-tech devices. Buddhist teachings suggest choosing spaces that foster reflection and calmness, supporting a clear and intentional approach to wealth. Select materials that have grounding properties, like wood or ceramic, as they symbolize strength and stability. By placing money in an environment aligned with simplicity, we promote balanced and mindful financial management, in harmony with the Buddhist focus on internal clarity. The attic out of reach, out of mind. The attic often holds items we rarely use or things that are hidden away, out of sight. Symbolically, the attic represents distance, neglect, and obscurity. From a Buddhist perspective, wealth stored in the attic may be energetically forgotten or out of reach, aligning with the Buddhist understanding of impermanence and awareness. Buddhism encourages us to be mindful of each aspect of our lives, and when we store money in an attic, we may unconsciously detach from our financial responsibilities, mirroring the way we forget about things placed in storage. In line with the concept of non-attachment, the attic is also associated with things we keep but do not truly value. Money stored here can reflect a neglectful attitude toward wealth, as if it were a burden rather than a tool for positive growth. When we distance ourselves from our resources, we unintentionally create a mindset of scarcity or loss, diminishing the respectful stewardship that money deserves. Buddhists believe in treating all resources with appreciation, and the act of hiding wealth in the attic disrupts this harmony. A parable that illustrates this principle is that of Tenzin, a scholar who kept his savings in a box in the attic, believing it would be safe and out of view. Over time, however, Tenzin forgot about the money, rarely accessing it, and eventually feeling distant from his own financial well-being. When he finally retrieved it, he found himself disconnected from the habits of wise spending and saving. With the guidance of a Buddhist teacher, he moved his money to a small cabinet in his study, making it part of his daily awareness. In doing so, he re-established his relationship with wealth, learning to manage it with respect rather than neglect. Psychologically, storing money in the attic can create a subconscious sense of neglect and inaccessibility. The attic, often dusty and dark, can make money feel remote and forgotten, fostering a mindset of disorganization or irresponsibility around finances. Practically, this placement might also hinder one's financial growth, as wealth that is out of sight may lead to overlooked bills, lost opportunities, or poor money management habits. A more suitable place for money, in keeping with Buddhist values, would be somewhere accessible and organized. This could be a designated drawer or chest within one's daily living space, where wealth is honored and treated with care. Choose a place that reflects warmth, respect, and simplicity. Use symbols of prosperity, such as a small lotus or crystal, to imbue the area with positive energy. This alternative reinforces the Buddhist approach to mindful wealth management, encouraging a balanced, respectful relationship with financial resources. The garage, a place of transition and instability. The garage, commonly used for storing tools, seasonal items, and vehicles, represents transience and movement. From a Buddhist perspective, this is not an ideal place to keep wealth, as money stored here may take on the unstable, shifting energy of the space. Buddhist teachings emphasize the need for groundedness and stability when it comes to managing wealth. The garage, with its fluctuating contents and its role as a transitional space, conflicts with the steady energy that wealth storage requires. The Buddhist principle of karma, or cause and effect, reminds us that each action influences the next. Placing money in a transient space like a garage can create a cycle of financial inconsistency, where wealth flows in and out with little sense of control or permanency. Just as cars come and go from the garage, storing wealth here can reflect a mentality where money drives away as easily as it arrives, preventing the accumulation of stability. One story that illustrates this is the tale of Hari, who kept his spare cash hidden in a garage tool chest. Over time, he noticed that his financial resources seemed as unpredictable as his garage, a constant state of disarray, with money coming and going too quickly. Seeking spiritual guidance, Hari was encouraged to treat his finances with greater stability. He moved his savings to a simple, dedicated space within his home, where he could access it mindfully. This shift led to a newfound sense of control, enabling him to build a steady foundation. Storing money in the garage also brings practical and psychological implications. The garage, often filled with items of temporary use, can lead to a mindset of financial instability, reinforcing the feeling that money is a fleeting resource. This space might also be associated with clutter or chaos, which can manifest in one's financial habits as disorganization or impulsivity. An alternative would be to store money in a place that reflects constancy and calm, such as a personal drawer or a small chest in a main living area. Buddhist principles advocate for simplicity and intentionality, and by selecting a stable, organized location, we affirm a mindset of financial steadiness. Consider using natural materials, like a wooden box, and place it somewhere that encourages mindful reflection on wealth. This respectful treatment of money cultivates a stable approach to prosperity, in alignment with Buddhist teachings on harmony and balance. In Buddhist philosophy, a home is not merely a place of shelter but a sacred space that reflects the mind and heart of its inhabitants. It is akin to a mandala, where each room, corner, and object symbolizes aspects of our inner world. By viewing the home as a mandala, we understand that every item holds a certain energy, influencing our moods, emotions, and sense of peace. This concept is not only symbolic but also serves as a practical reminder to thoughtfully arrange our living space, including where we store money, to create harmony and prosperity. Just as a traditional mandala is meticulously created to symbolize the universe in microcosm, our home can also be arranged with intention to become a space that fosters well-being and abundance. In Buddhism, symbols such as the lotus flower or the Dharma will hold deep meanings. The lotus, which blooms pure and beautiful from muddy waters, symbolizes resilience and rising above adversity. Placing a lotus or a similar symbol near where money is stored can serve as a reminder of purity and strength in financial management. The Dharma wheel, with its 8 spokes representing the Noble Eightfold Path, reminds us to maintain the right actions and thoughts, even when it comes to finances. By viewing money not merely as an end goal but as a means to achieve higher purposes, we can approach wealth with a spirit of compassion and responsibility, just as the Dharma wheel guides practitioners on their spiritual path. Organizing our financial space with care can help guide us toward wise and thoughtful financial decisions, an essential concept in Buddhist philosophy and other Eastern traditions like feng shui is the idea of energy flow. This flow affects our surroundings and, in turn, impacts how we feel, think, and act. In the realm of finances, maintaining positive energy in the space where money is stored can alleviate anxiety and create a sense of security, just as one would not place an altar in a noisy or chaotic area. Money should also be stored in a peaceful, stable environment, allowing us to approach financial matters with a calm and clear mind. Burning incense to purify a space is a common practice in Buddhism, helping to remove negative energies and refresh the area. By using incense like sandalwood or lavender to cleanse the space where money is kept, we can create a more positive and uplifting environment. Each time you light incense, focus on your intentions and visualize the smoke clearing away any worries about money, replacing them with clarity and optimism. In this way, the act of storing money becomes an intentional ritual rather than a mechanical task. In addition, the practice of chanting mantras, sound-based affirmations that help focus the mind, can also improve your financial mindset. Each time you store or handle money, silently recite affirmations like, "I am grateful for abundance," or "Wealth flows to me easily and wisely." This practice helps maintain a positive connection with money, viewing it as a tool to support your higher goals rather than a source of stress. Repeating these affirmations regularly helps shift your mindset toward seeing wealth as a source of growth and support. Another key aspect of cultivating financial well-being is expressing gratitude for what you have, whether big or small. By being thankful for your current resources, even if they seem modest, you shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. Before making financial decisions, pause for a moment to appreciate what you already have. This approach allows you to handle finances with respect and calmness, free from the pressure of wanting more. Handling money with care is also a way to show respect for its energy. When storing money, do so mindfully, rather than tossing it hurriedly into a drawer. Each time you handle money, pause, take a deep breath, and place it carefully in its designated spot. This practice not only reflects a respectful attitude toward money, but also helps create a quiet reminder of our ability to cultivate prosperity without fear or attachment. Furthermore, visualizing your finances as a calm, flowing river that nourishes everything it touches can help open your mind to a sense of abundance. Imagine your finances as a well-tended garden, thriving and free from the weeds of anxiety. Each week, take a few moments to sit quietly and visualize this scene to create a strong connection with prosperity. Creating a prosperity space in your home is another way to incorporate Buddhist principles of respect and mindfulness. This space can be as simple as a drawer, a small shelf, or a corner where you keep money, and symbolic items like crystals or plants. Citron, known as the merchant stone, is traditionally used to attract wealth, while bamboo represents resilience. Keep this space clean and organized, free from clutter, to maintain a positive energy flow. Regularly refresh the area by rearranging items or adding new symbols to keep the energy lively and engaging. These practices not only help us manage our finances better, but also bring inner peace and harmony, aligning with the Buddhist philosophy of contentment and non-attachment. By integrating these principles into our daily lives, we can achieve a sustainable balance and lasting prosperity. As we conclude this exploration into the influence of energy and intention on our financial well-being, I invite you to pause and reflect on the small shifts you can make today. The Buddhist approach to wealth isn't about accumulating or hiding, but nurturing and respecting each resource we possess. By aligning where we store our money with mindful, peaceful practices, we're not just fostering financial stability, we're cultivating a mindset that harmonizes with life's natural flow. Remember, the spaces around us are powerful tools for personal transformation. May these teachings inspire you to view your finances with new eyes, creating a balanced, mindful relationship that brings both inner peace and outer prosperity. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and may your path to mindful abundance be filled with clarity, purpose, and joy. As we conclude this journey into the ways our environment influences our financial well-being, I invite you to take a moment and reflect on how small shifts in your daily life can create harmony and prosperity. Embracing the Buddhist perspective on wealth isn't about hoarding or hiding, but about respecting and nurturing the resources that support us. By aligning our financial habits with mindfulness, we're not only fostering stability, but also cultivating inner peace. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others who might benefit from these teachings, and subscribe to the channel for more content on mindful living and financial wisdom. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're the first to know when we post new videos. Let's continue to grow together in mindfulness and prosperity. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.